Hi friends, today we're going to read another book, and this book is called Curious George Plants a Seed. Do you guys know what a seed is? Do you know what a seed turns into? Maybe Curious George is going to tell us. Let's find out. Jumpy the squirrel was very busy, and George was curious. What was Jumpy doing? What is the squirrel doing right here, friends? Bill, the boy next door, told George Jumpy buries acorns and nuts and he stores them in the ground. He can dig them up later when he's hungry. That gave George a great idea. George buried the orange juice, the butter, the bread, and he was glad to find a good place to store his food. Is anything going to happen to the butter and the bread and the orange juice that George put in the ground? Is that where it belongs? When the man with the yellow hat came home, the kitchen was empty. Where was all their food? Uh-oh, where's all their food at? George proudly showed his friend. George, orange juice and bread are not for burying, the man with the yellow hat said. They cannot be stored in the ground. His friend showed George a peanut with a sprout, and George was puzzled. This peanut grew into a plant, the man said. Seeds and nuts grow out of the ground if they are not eaten first. George thought he understood. If a little peanut could become a big plant, what would a rubber band become? What would a feather become? Friends, is anything going to happen if George puts a rubber band and a feather in the ground? Do they grow into anything? George dug lots of holes and he buried lots of things. Soon the house was empty and the man with the yellow hat was surprised. Look at his face right here. George, umbrellas and chairs are not for burying. They are made by people. They are not going to grow. Seeds and nuts grow. A few days later, George saw something new in the yard. It was a sprout. Look, George, his friend. A seed you buried is growing. I wonder what it will be. Soon there was a beautiful sunflower in the yard. George had a green thumb after all. The end. Friends, do you know what it means when someone says you have a green thumb? It means that you're good at planting things and making them grow and taking care of them. What are some things that George's plant needed to help it grow? He had to put the seed in the ground, but then what else did he have to do? Did he have to give it some water? Do you think his seed needed some sunlight? Those are all important things that plants need to help them grow. All right, friends, thanks for reading with me. I'll see you later. Bye.